What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode. What we're going to be doing today is setting the Roland Fantom up with the MPC Live II. That way we can use this great sound engine and get everything started, okay? So this process is going to be super simple, quick and easy. You literally need two things. This is the way I do it. There is more than one way, but all I use is a USB cable, and I use, female XLR cables to 1/4 inch. And what these do is allow the audio from the Roland Fantom to be recorded into the MPC. Simple as that. Now, I do want to emphasize, if you don't want to record the MIDI into the MPC, you don't even need a USB. You can just use these cables and record straight into an audio track. Easy peasy, you're done. You're good to go. But what I like to do is actually take advantage of the 16 channels, the 16 MIDI channels that you can use on the Roland Fantom and the MPC. All right, so the first thing that we're going to focus on before we start connecting all this stuff together is the Roland Fantom software to make sure that it is ready to be used with the MPC Live II. So I'm going to put these two things down. I'm going to move this MPC out the way. Y'all see my little makeshift stand I have. All right. What I'm going to do on the Roland Fantom is actually go to Menu, System. And the reason I'm going to System is because I want to check for two things. So I'm going to press Enter. I want to make sure that my sync tempo, you can find this. Let's see, let me go up. If you go down to General, it'll be down here, sync tempo. I want to make sure I want to make sure the MPC is the master and the Roland Fantom is the slave. So I'm going to switch that to slave. And I want to make sure my local switch is off, because if it's on, you're going to duplicate the sound from the board and also the MPC, and that's not what I want to do. So that's pretty much it with the Roland Fantom. It's pretty much ready to go. So what I'm going to do now is actually grab this MPC and get it set up, okay? All right. So the MPC is back where it needs to be. Roland Fantom is down here. Let's start connecting the cables that we need to use. So I'm going to go over here on this side. All right. First thing I'm going to do is take this Type B connector, plug it into the, where is that at? The computer port for the Roland Fantom. Make sure I do it the right way. Boom, it's in there. Take the other side, connect it into the USB ports on the Fantom. On the MPC. Excuse me. I'm trying to do this with one hand. All right, so put it in port 1. So that USB connection is set. Now we're going to take these 1/4 inch cables, plug them into the left-right channels for the MPC. There we go. Good to go. And remember, this is your record volume. That way you can make sure you're not clipping in here. I usually have my master volume on the Fantom right there. I don't want to push it too hard, but I do have the volume cranked up on it. All right. So let's go back over here. So we have the Roland Fantom software set up. Let's focus on the MPC Live II. All right. So you want to make sure that the MPC Live II is recognizing the your Fantom. All right. So we're going to go to Menu. We're going to press Menu. We're going to go to the cog wheel. We're going to go to MIDI sync. As you see, the Fantom is being picked up by the MPC. We're good to go on that. The next step that you need to take is actually go to your sampler. If you double click on the Live II, then you press N. Now you'll be able to receive audio from that Fantom. All right, so what I need to do next is go to a track, then change that track to MIDI. Let's pay attention to our MIDI port. Let's change MIDI port to Fantom 6, 7, and 8. All right. Our MIDI channel is 1. The MIDI channels are important because they correlate with the zones on your Fantom. You can use up to 16 zones. You can use up to 16 MIDI channels. Running out of time. All I would do now is record the MIDI. Then from recording the MIDI, I would go to audio, record the audio track, and I would pretty much be done. That's how I do it. You know, I don't use more than 8 audio tracks. Let me go back to MIDI. Keep my process super smooth. So if I want to record my bass on zone 2, I'm gonna create another track just so I can reiterate it. I'm gonna go make sure my MIDI port is set to Fantom, change my MIDI channel to 2, and let's see what we got. All right, I would record the MIDI for the bass, then I would record the audio that the MIDI is, sending to the Fantom, and allowing the audio to come back into the MPC. That's pretty much it. Simple, easy. All right, y'all, so y'all have a good one. I'm out.